Trey McBride breaks some records. I have breakfast with Charlotte for the Positivity Playbook and other random Cardinals news. Stay tuned.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast with Kelly Singh.
Murray heaves it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins. Miraculous. It's Murray magic.
The sickest Arizona Cardinals podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Welcome to the sickest Arizona Cardinals podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Singh, here with co-host Charlotte Shaff.
Hello.
And today we're bringing the Positivity Playbook from Lucy's at the Orchard here in lovely, what do we call this area?
North Central Phoenix.
I always forget what we call it.
That's what I say.
Every
Uptown,
neighborhood has like a weird little nickname.
Yeah.
Uptown.
I guess we're
North
a little
Central.
north of Uptown. We're North Central. That's what I call
Central.
it. We're south of Slope.
South of the slope. I love it. Okay, Positivity Playbook. I mean, there's lots of little stories going around about rumors and what's happening with the team and this and that, but you have two very specific things to talk about today.
Too specific. One.
Give us the first one.
Sorry. So one first, our former Arizona Cardinals defensive back and special teamer Justin Bethel has called it a career. So congratulations to him. Thank you for all that you did for the Cardinals and everybody else. He was picked in the 6th round of the 2012 NFL Draft and spent 6 seasons with the Cardinals. So congratulations to him. Enjoy your retirement.
Happy retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And what else is going on out there?
Well,
It's not really positive.
It's not really positive, but I mean, we'll find a way to spin it.
Yeah.
But basically, unfortunately, because of all the terrible fires that are happening in the LA area, you might be able to watch a playoff game. Unfortunately, it won't be our Cardinals. But my question is to you guys, in a playoff game with the Vikings and the Rams, who are you rooting for? Because so I'm also a Lions fan because I was born and raised in Michigan. And I loved how the Lions just kicked the Vikings' butts. So I don't want to see the Vikings do well. And I'm pretty sure that the Lions could beat the Rams. But we'll see. We'll see. But I know because of the division, a lot of people are like, let's root for the Vikings. So
yeah. I'm torn because I worked in California for almost 3 years. I have lots of friends. Shout out LQ from the Sick Pod Rams podcast. But yeah, I think I'll just root for beer. I hope both teams have fun.
that's a good one. Root for beer. I love it.
I've been thinking, what are they going to do with like the tickets?
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of affected people are probably attendees.
Very true. Oh, that's very true. Man,
It's
that's
such
a tough one.
tough spot to be in. And, all of our thoughts, good vibes going out to our friends in the Los Angeles County area.
It is terrible out there. Oh my God, the videos are horrible.
Yeah. I shared, if you follow me on the app formerly known as Twitter, I shared a place where you can donate to help firefighters. There's a firefighter shortage, and there's an equipment shortage, and there's all kinds of crazy.
I mean, there's so much going on. I read, there's no way you can get any more water. It's just impossible.
And they're resorting to taking ocean water in those big jumbo super jets.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Which actually is so bad for the soil, except this isn't agricultural land, so I think that's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like agricultural. If you know more about this than me,
Let us know.
Please chime in, but that's what I've been reading. Rumor.
Yes, rumor.
Trey McBride could be set to receive the highest paid tight end contract.
That's a darn good rumor. Good for him.
I think it's a great rumor.
I think it's great. I mean, he has just made so many people fall in love with him, and he's done a great job on the field.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Still lots of Kyler talk.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler putting a lot of conversation out there about how he needs to do better, and I'm glad he's taking accountability.
I think that's the best that we can ask from our quarterback. I mean, he's not making excuses. He's saying that he knows that he's got to get his ish together, and it takes a team. So we have got to stop focusing just on the quarterback and thinking he is the end all, because what makes a team successful is not just the quarterback.
Exactly. It's a team effort. Team effort for sure. Another rumor, I just brought up the Raiders. Max Crosby may be looking to leave the Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
And if Max Crosby came to the Cardinals, how great that would be.
That would be amazing.
However, we have a really excellent... Something's in my eye.
Uh-oh.
However, we have a really excellent defense anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So... yeah, I think it would definitely add something to it. But we're not lacking, I don't feel like, in defense.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's the offensive
We
line.
need some work with the O-line.
Yeah.
And how long has that been a theme?
Forever.
Oh, my God. How have we not gotten on top of that?
I don't know. But I feel like this year's picks are going to help in that area.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
don't need a tight end. We don't need a running back. We don't need a wide receiver.
No. O-line. O-line.
Yes. Let's go. O-line. I think that's about it right now.
Yeah, I think so. I hope you guys are staying warm or keeping cool wherever you are. And
Exactly. There's a big breeze going on.
I know. Not
Even-
here.
Well,
I mean, kind of.
We have the little thing on. It's chilly.
It is chilly. That's how you know we're Phoenicians, because we're freezing and it's like, what, 70 degrees out?
It is not. She's lying. It's like 50 something. Maybe 50 something.
No,
Okay,
I'm going to
she's
check
checking.
it. Sorry. No, I'm
Fact
checking.
check.
Fact checking is still accurate and real in our... Oh,
See?
they say it's 49 degrees right now?
I said 50 maybe.
Oh, man, we are acclimated then.
It's chilly.
That's not
My
bad.
booty is cold. I need to aim
We're in the
it.
sun. We're in the sun.
That's why they say it's where the sun don't shine.
Oh,
I just
you're
put that together.
Now we get it.
All right.
Here.
There's a hair on the mic. Everybody, thanks so much for hanging with us. We're going here into the off-season, post-season, but there's still plenty to talk about. I already booked my room for Super Bowl week, so there'll be some content coming from there, even though it's not Cardinals related. We'll have some content. Last year, I was able to catch James Conner,
Ooh.
so there was a fun little interview there. We'll see.
Yeah.
In other news, the Bears have announced that they've completed an interview with Cardinals offensive coordinator Drew Petzing. I find this to be very, very interesting because Petzing has been a polarizing character here in Arizona sports, in Cardinals lore, because of some of the questionable play calls. Like, I do not ever consider myself to be a expert, especially as it comes to coaching. But there are certain situations where even I was like, what kind of play call was that? What are we doing here? What are we trying to accomplish? And I think we would experience that with any offensive coordinator, especially as fanalists here on the sidelines. What are your thoughts? Could you see Petzing being a head coach, let alone head coach in Chicago, where they've had so many woes? Wow. I don't really know what to think about that. Also, other big news. The Rams-Vikings playoff game has been moved from SoFi Stadium in LA, Inglewood to be exact, to Glendale State Farm Stadium because of the LA fires and the safety of patrons and players. So This is really interesting. The Rams had the home field advantage, and I feel as if moving it to Phoenix felt as if they'd get still most of their fans able to travel or move to Phoenix to see the game. Rams season ticket holders get first crack in pre-sale, then Cardinals season ticket fans, and then the general public. This is all happening on Friday, and you're probably going to be watching this Friday. So plan accordingly. I'm actually going to be looking at tickets because even though it's not my team playing in the playoffs in my stadium, there is playoff caliber football happening, and I definitely don't want to miss that. Let's talk about the draft. I know it's not until April, but it's going to come up much faster than we realize. Shar and I touched on this briefly in the Positivity Playbook, what pieces we may need going into this season. Personally, to me, it feels as if we're going to stick with Kyler Murray, then we're not going to be looking for a quarterback. We have wide receivers, wildly talented wide receivers, and a wildly talented tight end core, and a wildly talented running back core. So I'm not sure that we need to be investing in our offense. When we talk about defense, two of our defense were named among top ranking edge players in PFF's grading. Let me just pull that up. PFF graded the run defenders at edge for the 2024 season, and two Arizona Cardinals appear in this top list. In fact, two Arizona Cardinals appear in the top five of the highest graded run defenders at edge. That would be Zaven Collins and Jesse Luketa. So congratulations to them. But it is amazing to see two Arizona Cardinals right up there at number 4 and 5 in PFF's highest run defense grade at edge. So, do we need more edge? I don't think so. However, in a mock draft where the Cardinals will be picking their first pick at pick 16, which is pretty much smack dab in the middle there, unless any trades happen. Friend of the podcast, Donnie Druin, has shared the results of a mock draft from Richie Brad's at Richie Brad's 36 and has the Cardinals bolstering the trenches, is what he says. However, he has at pick 16 an edge, an edge rusher named James Pierce out of Tennessee. I feel like using our very first pick in the first round to choose an edge rusher would be not a good idea. However, again, I am not an expert, but it feels as if we have that covered. Shouldn't we be putting more effort into our O-line? O-line doesn't even get addressed until the third pick in this mock draft. It's just a mock draft. I know. I'm not like getting all riled up about it. However, an edge rusher, when we have two edge rushers ranked in the top 5 in the league, I don't see that as being mindful of our picks. What do you think? It has been speculated that, let me read this word for word. Trey McBride is projected to sign a 4-year, $72 million contract, which would make him the highest paid tight end in history. Trey, 25, has become the best tight end in the NFL. This is from ML Football on the app formerly known as Twitter, which I know this account is known for some of its clickbait, much like Dove Kleinman, etc. However, I don't think it is so far-fetched that Trey McBride is named best tight end in the league because despite not having the highest touchdown rate, he certainly, as we've discussed, had the highest number of receptions. And having won 2 of my leagues this season with Trey McBride in tow, I can tell you that he was my highest performing tight end in fantasy as well. So, Trey McBride has broken the record for the most receptions by a tight end in their first 3 seasons in NFL history. He has 221 receptions in his first 3 seasons. George Kittle is second with 216. Jimmy Graham, 215. Kellen Winslow, 202. Love me some Kellen Winslow. And Antonio Gates, 194. So definitely a historic season. That being said, what do you think? Do you think Trey McBride should become the highest paid tight end in the league? There's a lot of discussion out there, a lot of people who are misinformed saying Brock Bowers should be the highest paid tight end in the league. However, Brock Bowers is still a rookie, still under a rookie contract. Those rules don't yet apply to him. Trey McBride is going into his 4th season, and I definitely could see this for him, especially winning Week 18's angry run. That was an epic angry run. If you missed it, make sure you check it out. I think one of those t-shirts are for sure going to be in my future. While we're talking a little bit about the playoffs today, it's time for you to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning the playoffs, and you too can score big by betting on them at DraftKings, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Well, touchdowns are some of my favorite bets to place. Now's the time to start playing because new DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SICKSPORTS. That's code SICKSPORTS for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Be sure to tune in next week where we'll have more Arizona Cardinals news to share with you. Until then, have a great weekend. Bye.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast with Kelly Singh on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.